Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another stream. I'm Disgruntled Elk, of course, and I figured I should do a little intro for the YouTube crowd since I am cross-posting these. I appreciate the feedback that group is giving me for like, hey, you know, the editing's a little wonky, so working on getting those kinks worked out and kind of go from there. To kind of give you a breakdown, this is the new list that I just posted on the Patreon that you can go check out, where I have a sideboard guide, my thoughts on exactly why I kind of did all the changes I did. Not a lot of changes, but we can go over kind of the brief ones. Seachrome Coasts are back in. I think they're fine. I think not playing any is probably incorrect, unfortunately. And then we cut one Curse Totem and one Failure to Comply for 2 Annulls, because we have the... for those not in the new, 1 mana counter target artifact or enchantment spell. The affinity decks are kind of running around right now, so being able to effectively 1 mana counter basically any spell in their deck, pretty awesome. And then why did we cut the Curse Totem? Because it's really only for Yogg at this point, because what's it called? Hardened Scales mostly gone, similar to Hammer. And it's hard to commit exactly 3 slots to just one deck. And then we cut 1 Failure to Comply because Annull does have a lot of overlap against like Titan, because obviously it tags, Amulet of Vigor, it tags Dryad, tags the Ring, which are 3 pretty important spells. And kind of go from there. But yeah, other than that, list looks the same. We're looking forward to MH3 dropping. We're going to see a lot of change in the format, I would assume. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Okay, we are on the play. Okay, we're on the play. I would love to play first. 1 drum, obviously keeping this hand, but can't really keep the hand where we can't cast spells. This, on the other hand, very easy hand. This is a turn 3 kill. If we keep the Ink Moth, which I probably will, I might bottom the Ink Moth because I kind of want both Equippers and both Hammers. Yeah, it is always the Commander players. So I think I'm going to keep, and sadly, I think I'm going to bottom the Ink Moth here. Especially since the Steel Shaper's Gift can go grab a coat if need be. A lot of different things. Okay, Gigantha, so my guess would be Prowess. So extra glad I'm not, I'm not playing... All right, I decided to bring the Ink Moth to the bottom of the deck. Okay, not Prowess. Is it like Sack? Okay, Thoughtseize away. So I think they're supposed to take the Steel Shaper's Gift here, but it might be the Paladin. Okay, Paladin it is. Hopefully we draw like land. Okay. Yeah. And I'm just gonna go get a Cryptic Coat here. Any land off the top or a 0 drop lets us cast the coat, and then we can yeah, maybe Jun's Shadow is back to to just torment me. Yeah, they're a Lava Axe themselves. Maybe they have like Renin 6 and they are figuring out if they can go shields down for a turn. Okay. Maybe they're figuring out how much damage they could take. So probably not Shadow. All right, deal. That is a good one. I'm not worried about counter magic, so I will wait. And note we can go Flash in Coat, end step, and then also put the Hammer on it. So they might just be dead. Yeah, so the Bloodstained Mire that we knew about. They could, if they just go like land, go, they could have push, and then they can pay for the ward as well. But we'll see. Also possible that Moto is lagging for them as well. Okay, so they shocked there. Okay, they got the Bloodstained Mire back. That's fine. So they have push. Got it. So yeah, so they have push, and they're going to pay for the ward here. I would assume. Hopefully it's like a bolt. Because yeah, they are just dead. I'm not going to flash in the Hammer. Cast really. So they could have Lightning Bolt. This is interesting. So we can go get another Hammer, of course. My concern is if they have like Boseiju, but if they have Boseiju, like we're in pretty big trouble anyway. So if we go gift for, because we're trying to beat like a normal removal spell, right? So if we gift for a Hammer, then that beats any damage-based removal. And the reason I'm doing this now is because if we get a second hammer, then we can attack, hammer, and then when they bolt the creature in response, we can hammer again. So kind of about this. Hey, what's up, Oliver?
Travis Brown can never die.
Yeah, it is tempting to get the boots as well. Because of course that does mean we get to create like hasted recursive threats. But yeah. And of course, just gonna attack them. Alright. You have push. Of course, we don't need to deploy a second hammer because this is already lethal by itself. Alright, cool. They're dead. So they must have had bolt. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright, cool. Love that as the start. So surges against the Thoughtseize / removal deck. Yeah, failure to comply is mostly for Amulet Titan, because you get to bounce the Titan to their hand from the stack or the ring, and then you can aftermath to name either spell again, meaning that it buys you at least 2, if not 3 turns from a Primeval Titan. It's also good against like the Cascade decks, because obviously returning the spell to their hand is just as good as countering it. And then it's just kind of flexible, because against like 4 colors, sometimes you want some numbers because it can counter, quote unquote, counter Supreme Verdict. Yeah, it's just a pretty good card, mostly for Titan. If Titan wasn't around at all, I would probably be playing maybe a Reprieve in that spot. And yeah, I would agree that Wrenn and 6 is a messed up Magic card. Kind of like the endings as well. Maybe the Needle. I don't think we want the Needle though, because like Engineered Explosives, you kind of want to name Wrenn and 6. You kind of want to name Beseiju. Like there are a lot of different things to name, and they also have like K commands typically. They have a lot of ways to address it, so not super high. So maybe a couple Spell Pierces as well. Memnite's awkward because they are a Wrenn and 6 deck, but they're also a Ragavan deck. That being said, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them cut the Ragavans. So I like cutting probably these 6. And yeah, we brought in 2. I don't mind a couple Pierces. Yeah. Of course, we keep all the gifts in right now because it means that the deck is a little more threat dense with the coat. This hand is not great. I will keep it. It's like pretty medium, but they also mulligan to 6. Note that they did reveal Gigantha again. That is really important to note because it means that they don't have like Force. It also means that they don't have Chalice, but that's less common. So I'm just going to play Windswept Heath and pass. This means that we can Spell Pierce a Wrenn and 6 on the way down, which could be very relevant. Okay. Just a fetch for the Blood Crypt. Okay. Yeah. I'll just go ahead and get a Hallowed Fountain now. Untap. Okay. So here I'll go ahead and play out the Esper Sentinel. This is nice because it lets us hold up Spell Pierce. Kind of go from there. I think it is important against decks like Jund here that you cash in your Spell Pierce when you can, because oftentimes the game will go long, and it means that they will probably just be able to pay for Spell Pierce at a certain point. Okay. That's a good one. So we can go Urza's Saga. So it's tempting to play out this Inkmoth Nexus as well, because what that lets us do is it lets us deploy hammer, hold up Spell Pierce, and then attack for 1. And then next turn, we can, like, if they kill the Esper Sentinel, say, we can go like Saga, Animate Nexus, play Paladin, equip. It is really weird not to play the Saga immediately, but I think in this spot it's correct. So, yeah, just gonna attack here. Yeah. Note that if they have Bowmaster, they have Bowmaster. Not a lot we can do about that. And obviously they could go EE here, which would not be great. But if they play EE for 1 and pay the Esper Sentinel tax, then we get to pierce it and they can't pop it. So I think that's fine. Note that this also lets us potentially go Windswept Heath, to go grab a third colored source, so we have like Paladin plus Pierce up as well, if we need to do that. Yeah, so I think I do just like playing the Heath here. Heath, probably, I'd be actively pretty happy, I think, if they went Blood Moon. So I still like holding up Pierce because it stops like a K command from working. So yeah, I am gonna fetch Shock, take 3, play out the Paladin here. This will immediately give us Metalcraft, so we can immediately equip to the Sentinel. Okay. So we attack and go from there. Yeah, whatever. I'll just attack. If they have like Sheoldred's Edict, I'll animate the Ink Moth and sacrifice the Ink Moth. Okay. Yep. So fetch. So I also wouldn't be too surprised to see potentially a Bowmaster here. Is it Beseiju? Okay. This is fine. So I will do this here just so we can move the hammers. I'm moving to the Paladin, of course, because, well, no reason to put them on the Ink Moth when the Ink Moth's going to stop being a creature here in a minute. And I will go ahead and... Oh, okay. Sure. Okay. Interesting. Legion's End. Do I care that much? I'm inclined to say no. They know about the Spell Pierce now, but that's fine. I might bring in the Needle. Dash Ragavan. Sure. So Cryptic Coat would be a sick draw. Not for them. Not for them. Urza. I would have liked that one too. Okay, so they have 1 card in hand, 2 when the Ragavan goes back. Also like the mana advantage from the Ragavan, who cares kind of thing is where I'm at. Surge was a really nice pickup. So the I'm not going to answer what deck I'm going to be on when the entire format's about to completely flip. I will go on record saying I don't think Meltdown's that big of a deal. Like, the tools to destroy artifacts and address enchantments, or like, it doesn't address enchantments, already existed. Meltdown's also a sorcery. I also like don't know how many people can reasonably play, so I'm not super worried about. Yeah, Seabass, they were definitely supposed to Beseiju the Ink Moth in response to the activation. Dash the Ragavan, you got it. Stoneforge Mystic. I would have liked that card. I wouldn't be surprised to see them cast it here if for no other reason than it's just another body. Yep, that's what they are doing. Okay. What if they have like Shadow Spear? What if they're a Saga deck? Oh my god, they might. Oh. They did! Oh, I'm jealous. I don't think we even Pierce. I guess we know they don't have Liliana. Whatever. That's fine. Gigantha to hand, sure. So we know they have Gigantha and Monkey in hand. Okay. So I think I am just going to tag the Shadow Spear here with the Prismatic Ending. Note that we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These constructs will be 5/5s. We might end up getting boots with the Saga if we want to attack. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tarmogoyf, that's fine. Seems like a bad attack. I will just go ahead, fetch now, make a construct. Note that Surge of Salvation will also protect from damage that Gigantha would deal, which is kind of awesome. I'm going to make another construct, of course. And I think I am just going to get a Shadow Spear here. Yeah, Shadow Spear seems pretty good. Go Drum, equip, attack for 7. If they double block here, we get to Surge. Yep. Okay. So this will prevent all damage that red creatures would deal. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to Surge. I'm just going to Surge with the... Doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. I'll leave up the blocker. Yep. So we get to kill the Goyf, gain 7 life. And then now we have the battered battlefield, which is sweet. And we know one of the cards in their hand is Monkey. The other is a Mystery. Both of us have drawn a lot of lands. They did give us 2 lands off of the Beseijus, though. So, yeah, no. A land notably also lets us equip Hammer. Yeah, it's whatever. They have another Tarmogoyf. No, of course not. I know it was the Monkey. These are things that's like paper only. Okay. So any artifact off the top for me, not for them. Come on, deck. Why? Note that they can't return the coat because it will go to my hand. What a beating. All right. So yeah, I'll just take a paladin or a forge anew here. I'd be happy with either one. Yep. Return the monkey. Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage potentially. 10, 11 with the monkey. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. What if we just like... This means that like lightning bolts, of course, do nothing. All right, we have a 16-16 hard mode. What a silly game. Okay, dash monkey, I would presume. Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I do only... I'm not going to call it. I'm not going to say it out loud. Okay, that one I'm fine with them getting. I'm fine with them getting a Surge of Salvation. Yeah, I would have preferred to not tap the creature that I'm having to surge, or that I'm having to equip, but all right, pick your poison. Choose an artifact. I think I will choose drum. Yeah. Sure. Okay, we know monkey is in their hand. Don't think it matters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna play that, and I'm gonna move the other hammer. All right, I will attack for a billion. 1, 2. I think they're just dead, right? They have 9 toughness. This is 25 coming across. Yeah, that's 20, 2, 4. Yep. Sure. What Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that second ending, but we're not gonna put that out in the universe. Okay, yeah, not just one hard equipped hammer, but 2 hard equipped hammers. Let's go. What's up, Static? That's what we call a silly game. I guess like it is notably easier to hard equip hammer when your opponent rampant growths you twice. I appreciate, you acknowledging the reality that you could vision board that prismatic ending into my opponent's hand or on top of my own deck. Exactly. An aura that cost 8 mana to give +10/+10 and lose flying, very reasonable. I think modern is a healing spot. All right. On the play again. Love to see that. Oh wow. Man. I know, right? So we are on the play, which makes it a lot rougher. So we have 22 lands, 7 of which are colorless. So we have, I guess 2 of them are in our hand. So we have 15 colored sources plus 3 drums, 18. That's not enough. Okay, yeah, this is a much more reasonable hand, and I think I'm just gonna bottom the Hallowed Fountain here. Yeah. Yeah, if we had a third land, so if I had the third land and it was like Inkmoth Nexus, I am probably actually keeping it. Obviously not being able to cast some of the other spells, not great, but it does mean that we would be on the Boots plan.
Travis Brown can never die.
So our opponent is surveilling. What's up, Don? Welcome. All right, you just missed the double hard equip hammers. It was a really weird game.
Travis Brown can never die.
Okay. Yeah. Appreciate you joining. So, I'm tempted to just run out the Strand and go Stoneforge Mystic. Problem is we can also gift. I'm almost certainly grabbing a coat with one of these. I don't think I'm Urza's Sagaing just because it's like next turn, yeah, like we won't have extra mana for at least one more turn cycle. Weird. Okay. Oh, mill. Okay. Okay, so they did not get coat. I'm on. Okay, that's not looking great.
Travis
The
Brown
double
can
archive
never
trap,
die.
pretty rough. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna go like grab coat, grab boots, pray. Double archive trap, pretty gross. Yeah, my whole deck, it's in the trash. Do we have any more Forgenews? Okay, we do have. No, they're both in the trash as well. All right, graveyard, not super relevant. Okay, so we can go activate Stoneforge. We can't put in coat and boots and equip boots. So not gonna try to do that. Oh yeah. Stories have been told. Tagging the Sagardizade, you got it. Stories have definitely been told of the vaunted quad archive trap. I've triple archive trapped someone in Legacy on turn 1. That was great. Okay. All right. So look, there's one more hammer left in our deck. We can't beat a lot of spells, so I am not going to try. Okay. Yep. And I'm just gonna go ahead. Did we put the drum in? I think we do. I don't think the 1 point makes a difference here.
Travis Brown can never die.
Yeah, I'm playing 2 Seacrum Coasts. It seems fine. Not super worried about it one way or another. Yeah, and so now we can. All right. Yep. I wonder if we have any left. Looks like we do. Okay. So the good news is we do have coat plus. Okay. All right. So we get to go Sentinel, activate Stoneforge, and put. Do we actually want to put the Sentinel into play? I would assume we do. We can't beat spells. No, I am not playing one Surveil land because I like all my lands coming in tapped. I think Surveil lands, generally speaking, are very, very good, but I think specifically in Hammer, I do not like them much because I think it's too important for your lands to come in untapped. Okay, so we have a 4/2 unblockable, and note that we can make more of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we can bounce it. Okay, well, I will get the last planes. So that would be a reason to play the drum. Yeah, let me draw a card. Okay. Third archive trap, pretty rough. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we are dead. When they get 3 archive traps, it is what it is. Okay, so against Mill, we're going to go up on cards. We're not going to have 60. We're going to have like 63, 64. So against Mill, we want endings for crabs. We want pierces for their Mill spells. And surges, because it protects from removal spells. We want to cut Esper Sentinel. And I think you just call it there. You could also bring in the needle for like Field of Ruin, but I don't think that's what you want to do. I think Annul is a little too narrow. Failure is fun, because if they mill over it, you do get to comply. But I don't think it's really where you want to be. Yeah, it is reasonable to like keep the Sentinels in over the Thopters, but I don't like drawing cards as much against Mill. Yes, I will keep this hand. So we'll go turn 1, Flooded Strand, pass. Yeah. Yeah, we could also play out the spear here if we did that. Yeah. Nah, I'm just gonna hold up the pierce here. Lantern for drown itself. Exile against. So Lantern cannot target yourself. Lantern can. Well, you can target the 1 card with Lantern in your own graveyard, but Lantern's exile the graveyard effect only hits opponents. And I am gonna shock here Because if they have Archive Trap, I want to be able to stop that shit. Note that Archive Trap does also target. So, Archive Trap targets. So, so Surge of Salvation does stop it. I am just going to ending this crab right now. And I'm going to hope to draw a land here. I don't think it's that important to go get a hammer right now. Yeah, notably against burn, or against mill, which is library burn, it is much better to have to have relic than Soul Guide Lantern. Okay, they hit a spell pierce. Okay, so this time we are against the mono crabs. Okay, we hit a land, which is great. Spell pierce. So there are no hammers in the yard currently. I think we just go Ink Moth, Stoneforge, grab hammer, play hammer. Yeah, because keep in mind we also have the Shadow Spear to punch through damage. I'm just gonna play this out now, so they can't, they can't mill over me and then surgical the hammers. All right, opponent, what you got for me? Don't do it. Don't you? Okay, not a fetch land. I'll take a mill 6 over a mill 12. Yeah. Mill me, you big bully. Okay, they hit Coat too. They have not hit Forge Anew, which is nice. Okay. Note that I'm just going to leave this out here. Note they also haven't hit a Paladin, which pretty relevant. So we want to hit a land or a 0 drop. I'll take that. Interesting. So we can go Paladin, Shadow Spear, draw a card, and then if we hit a 0, we can play the 0 and hold up Spell Pierce. I think that's what I'm going to do. Obviously, I talked about, I don't want to draw cards, but I think here I do want to draw cards. Okay. With Tasha's land plus Tasha's certainly kills us. And if we wait, I think we're better served because we can go for an Ink Moth kill. Well, now it's too late, but of course, if they have push on Paladin, this is really rough. Had not considered that. That's not great. All right. Hopefully they brick for a turn, or we draw like another Paladin. Okay. That's 2 hammers, a gift, and 2 zeros. Another 0. Okay. I mean, leaves 1 card in my library. No, it doesn't. All right. I should have let that go probably. I mean, we're super dead because they clearly just have like Tasha's or something. Baleful Mastery. Okay. How many Paladins do we have? Oh, do we still have 3 more Paladins and 2 Forge Anews? Okay. Forge Anew would do it. So Coat. So they know about the Windswept Heath. That being said, I don't like the idea of shuffling if I can not. Yeah, just chalk this in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we play that, we can animate. I guess we could get boots too. Whatever. They have Archive Trap, so be it. Yeah, we still have 3 Sagardazades, 3 Paladins, 2 Forge Anews. Wow. All right, yeah. Yeah, just get the boots, I guess. I can't beat spells. Three, so powerful. Yeah, it is a consideration to get the hammer for aid. All right, sure. They have one card left in hand. I hope it's neither a land or a spell. That's the opposite. All right, well. Okay, one Paladin, one Fortune who hit the yard. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. Hopefully we find one of our equippers. How many equippers do we have left? So we have one. So we have one Paladin, one Fortune. Yeah, we can't beat land anyway. So not worried about it. All right. I don't think we can possibly win, but I guess I will equip here. No reason not to. Failure to comply is good for returning a spell to its owner's hand. Specifically, cards named Primeval Titan are kind of what you're looking at. Opponent, don't slow roll me. Just like play a land if you got one, please. I mean, I'll block. I'll do it. I'm so confused. What are they? Two. Surgical target Sigard's. You got it. Like I said, I can't beat any like interaction spells. Wonder if we have any lands left in the deck. We do have a plains left, so wild. Yeah, it's easy to find because we have those beautiful white-bordered sevenths. Huh? Yeah, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. So we play Forge Anew. So it's almost certainly a counterspell here. It's not a counterspell. Oh, we get to... I did not expect to get this far. I'll get a Cryptic Coat here. Are they going to die? I think they're going to die. So we move Hammer here because it has Ward. Then we pay 1 to move the boots. Yeah, and that gets us to 13. All right. Yeah, I mean, if they have the push, so be it. Come on. Yeah, Ward 2. They pay for it, and we lose the
Travis
game.
Brown can never die.
Yeah, because we can't move. Dang. Thought we were going to pull it out. All right. Let's see if our next one can go better. Yeah. I think getting the boots is still important there earlier in the game. Yeah. I think we just, hit the high end of mill draws, and that's going to... That's gonna be how it is. Yeah, couldn't beat like their 4th or 5th piece of interaction. Yeah, easy keep. Because this is a hammer and 2 constructs wearing a trench coat. And so here, because we have 2 equippers, I think I'm just gonna run out this Sentinel on 1. And I will actually also play out this Ornithopter, so that way if they like kill the Sentinel, we will have the ability to, if we rip exactly hammer off the top, Amulet? Okay, so that's why we did this. The question is, we're playing Ink Moth? I don't think we are. Yeah, I would assume Amulet just next turn during combat. Huey, are you talking about the mill game? Because I don't think we had a next turn on that last turn cycle. Yeah, I'm just going to put it here because 1, this is better if they have spells because we'll guarantee draw a card. But 2, if okay, yeah, it's Amulet. Are we dead? I'd be impressed if we died from here, but sillier things have happened. Yeah, if they have if they can chain off multiple Arboreal Grazers here. Yeah, I don't think we had another turn during the mill game. Okay, so Beseju. Well, I'm glad we got our 11 damage in while we can. Oh, okay. Okay. Explore. So they bounce the Beseiju to their hands. They have Beseiju up. Pretty obnoxious. But whatever. Here we're gonna play this. Wish I had another hammer. I do not. I will, however, I believe attack with both because that threatens it. So like are likely to block here and then Beseiju. I think I'm thinking too hard about this. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack there. It's fine. Okay. Oh, okay. I am genuinely surprised to see them hit the Sentinel here. So I think we just play Sentinel out. Yeah, play the Sentinel. Obviously, Sentinel not a very good card in this matchup, but it's just like another body. Here, I would not be surprised to see us die, but we shall see. So return Gruul Turf, Titan. I hate it here. So if they can't kill us, then I really like our chances. Okay, so I got another Beseiju. They may preemptively tag the aid. Okay, Beseiju's in hand. Okay, I'll just go ahead and make a construct. Yes, I will. So we need to find one more good tool here, I believe. That is a good tool. Yeah, so we can play Paladin. Let's see. Do we need to get a Shadow Spear? So if we go Paladin, grab Spear with Gift, play Spear. The construct would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 16. And then we can also animate, so it goes to a 17, and then they have to throw the Titan under the construct. Versus if we get another hammer, they still have to block both. If we get another hammer, they do have to block both, and we probably sneak. Okay, so I gotta do the math. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. So we would be able to animate as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the other artifact we grab, 5 for the hammer, 6 for the ink moth. We can turn this into a 17, right? 11 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, 17. 17 minus 6 is 11. Minus 3 is 8, but we get one more chip shot point in that way. All right, that's what I'm going to do. We did the math. They have main deck Force of Vigor, so be it. And I'm just going to grab another Plains because I don't want to show them. I guess we can also just like go get a hammer, attack with everything, and put the hammer on whatever you don't. But I did the math, so I'm just going to get a shot. Yeah, exactly. If they have main deck Force of Vigor, like, whatever. I'm just going to do this now. Okay. We did it! Oh my god. We did it. We beat Titan. After we got Beseiju twice. Okay. So these 6, easy ends. These 6 very, very easy ends. The rest, more questionable. Pithing Needle and the other surges are also on my list. These lists, the Titan lists are typically lower on Force of Vigor right now. So that's why I kind of like not necessarily boarding in them. But I do know that Esper Sentinel terrible. And then I think the boots are medium. What did I say to do? What did I tell myself to do in the past? See, I check my own sideboard guide too. Yeah, a coat kind of makes sense. Yeah, we can cut the coat. And then I think cutting one Memnite is fine. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely just like way overthought the that last turn's kill. Like I can just go get hammer. I forgot I still had the aid in play. Because I had talked about how like, oh, they might preemptively tag the aid. I'm gonna keep this and hope to draw a white source. If we draw a white source, his hand's very, very good. We're dead. Okay, drew a white source. So we can go fetch, shock, play hammer. The reason we do that is because if we hit another 0, then we get to go paladin, play 0, equip. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Okay. The moto lag beginning. And I will just get blue since we have blue cards in our deck currently. Obviously, this turns off the ability to draw Sigard as aid, but because we have the Forgeanu and the Paladin, God, we're so dead. What is happening? Oh, what is happening? Okay. So, I think we don't care about the constructs this game, I don't think. So, I think we just go like Saga, Steel Shaper's Gift, Hammer. Yeah. Fine with that. I guess we can attack for 1 first. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, I'll be surprised if they don't have more than 4 amulets in play next turn. I guess 2 turns technically, but I mean, they could just. Don't do it. Don't have it. You don't have it. They have it. We're so dead. We are so wildly dead. All right, I'm going to F6 here. Yep. Oh. Okay. Is that a... What? I didn't expect that to happen. That's wild. Life total might matter a little bit, so... Gonna go get a basic plains. All right. Force you to block. Note they bounced the garden. Okay, sure. Beseju. Yep. Get that. Wonder if we just play the aid. We probably do just play the aid here. All right. I, once again, would be shocked if we are not dead. Like, I cannot imagine a world in which I am not dead here. Okay. Yeah, expedition map. We know, what do we know is in their hand? By the way, in paper, I'd be writing this down. Okay, so that's 4 mana right there. So we know they have Simic Growth Chamber. They're probably just grabbing a Beseju here, would be my guess. T-West. Okay, T-West. Okay, what do they have? Growth, Garden. I can't believe we're not dead. No blocks. I've never not blocked faster in my life.
Travis Brown can never die.
So, I wonder if... Yeah, so this is... Yeah, apparently they just don't have a Titan or anything. I don't know. Okay. So, it's probably not a third hammer. It's either Spear or boots. If we make a construct, boots do get better, but we then can't play Forge Anew to move anything at instant speed. So we would make a construct. I think we're just supposed to get a Shadow Spear here. I will make a construct here, though. Seems fine. Yeah, if we get a spear, I'll target the construct with the spear, because why not? Okay, so I'm going to move this here first, because if they have Dismember, then obviously we want to... we want basically everything on here first. Okay, so if we're playing around Dismember, which I cannot imagine they wouldn't have already used, then you want a sequence like this. Okay. Oh, this is so sick. Now we get to play the Forge Anew to rebuy it. Yeah, this is gas. It's gonna happen. So I know it doesn't feel like it, but there is an actual downside to Boseiju. All right, target the only one that I can. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, no. That was gas. I thought we were so dead when our opponent went turn 1 garden amulet into another amulet. Like, how did we not die? I mean, I'm sure that their hand was a keep, because yeah, you just need to find Pact or Titan. Dryad is even good, I think. And they probably also just like we know they had one Boseiju. I wonder if they had the second Boseiju as well. Fortune is a rad card. Yeah, I don't know, Seabass. How the hell is the correct response to winning that game? I've gotten Boseiju'd a lot this league. Okay, we're on the play again. Huge fan of that. I'm gonna keep this. We do have a hammer and an equipper and a turn 1 sentinel on the play. I'm gonna play out this plains here, at least until we know if our life total will matter this game. And keep in mind, like, the deck is constructed in a way where game 1, our only blue card is Cryptic Coat exactly. Okay, so I'm just gonna go Saga, and I'll just attack for 1, and then I'll play out the Colossus Hammer, hold up Surge. Odds are high that they have Orcish Bowmaster. Okay, so it's the mono black Saga deck that I've seen people playing. Oh my gosh, they had Bowmaster. I'm shocked. All right, yeah, I'll search here. Just cash it in. They also don't get a 1/1 now. I won't lie, now I am tempted to just like go Forge Anew. Oh wow. So if we go Forge Anew, equip the hammer to the sentinel, attack for 11, then the next turn we can make a construct. If they address the sentinel, we can then make a construct, go grab boots, equip boots with the Forge Anew, and then equip a hammer with the Forge Anew, and then boots with the extra mana. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That seemed really good. All right, since I am not worried about them, casting Blood Moon or really pressuring my life total. Yeah. I don't know. You say when I play things just happen, but I lose to Titan a lot. I think I've lost to Titan more than any other matchup, like even Living End and stuff. So all right. Just nothing? Love that. Okay. Well, we drew Shadow Spear, so I'm definitely not grabbing Shadow Spear. Just boots. I think it's probably still just boots here. This is awkward, of course, because we can't... because we can only equip hammer. I guess we So they have a blocker regardless. This would turn it into a 1, 2, 3. It'd turn it into a 5-4. So they could like block and do that. Yeah, I might as well just, let's just do it. Yeah, so the 8-rack decks have evolved, and now they are just good decks with like 1 rack in them. And I don't think there's a reason not to deploy the Shadow Spear here. I think I care more about the spear than I do the hammer if they like draw Thoughtseize. And the reason I'm doing this, of course, now is because it pumps the construct. Yeah, so coming across for a measly 17 damage, so they're just making a construct. Okay, probably throwing it under the giant creature. And so they take 6 here, go to 13. Some amount of Rex are in this deck. Arbitrary Rack. Okay. Note that if they have like Needle in their deck, which they almost certainly do, they can name Shadow Spear so it can't get equipped. But we have this other hammer that they don't know about it. Okay. The rack is fine. The ward on the boots is also nice because boots are great. For the record, boots are awesome. They allow for a lot of lines that simply didn't exist. Like, okay, my constructs can now just get in. All right, I do get to draw a card. Drawing cards is rad. Feel like they were supposed to not dead after all or before the grief trigger resolve, but that's just moto things. Okay, this is sick because now they get nothing. I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because they get the second grief trigger anyway. All right. It is tapped though, so are they dead? I'd be surprised if they're dead, because like, yeah, okay. Yeah, boots have definitely overperformed. What did we play against? We played against Titan, Mill, and what was the first matchup? Jund. We 2-0'd Jund and Titan somehow. So even though they are a Saga deck, I don't think Annul's where we want to be. Surge is pretty good. Needle potentially, and Ending potentially as well. Pierce is not terrible, but I'm also not super high on playing Pierce against a bunch of discard, unless I know the matchup extremely well. And this matchup I do not know extremely well. So they're a Bowmaster deck, so we can get Memnite out, which is nice because sometimes it's awkward because decks are like both Bowmaster and Ragavan decks. So it's like, I want the Memnite for Ragavan, but I don't want it for the Bowmaster. So you just get to cut a couple Memnites. I could see cutting a couple Sentinels on the draw, but Ornithopter's not a good card, just like in a vacuum. So much less high on that. I think this is what we want. Yeah, we'll just go there. This hand is very, very mediocre. This hand can't cast spells. So 5 it is. They also mulliganed. I appreciate it. No, this hand. All right. I mean, I'm going to keep this one. Probably bottom Surge because I don't know when we're going to be able to hold it up. And probably Stoneforge here. Yeah, seems fine. And we will simply draw like runner, like Plains Saga. That's simply what we will do. I mean, sometimes Mill gets you, man. We got triple archive trapped. I don't know what to say. Sometimes they just have 3 traps. 2 of which were like in their, maybe not opening hand, but like their 8th card. And then yeah, game 2 they just had like 3 crabs. I'm like, I'm so dead. Okay. They have the rack. Yeah. It's nice that we get this. Oh, bless. Wait, what? Okay. Well, just moto things. They just think I'm scared of taking damage from this rack, clearly. I guess it 6'd through my turn as well. Thought I just 6'd through my opponent's turn, but who knows? Maybe I fat fingered it. Hope y'all didn't come here for tight play. Our opponent probably doesn't realize it's their turn, because why would someone skip their first turn? It's like, look, if you don't skip at least one of your first turns every 3 months, on Moto, something's going wrong. You're paying too much attention to Moto. This is on Arena when you get to hit the your go. But like not in a rude way, just letting him know, hey, I skipped my turn, don't worry about it. Ooh, maybe it was heads up. Okay. Okay, well they definitely have more than one rack. Confirmed. Okay. We can just go like plains drum here. Yeah. I don't know. Don't say that. Okay. So yeah, opponents just doing nothing. All right, love this. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so I'm just playing like Saga Stoneforge Aid here, and probably just getting another hammer. Because getting another hammer means like they have to hold up mana or they die. Coat is also really, really good, but I really want to make constructs. I want to spend my next couple turns just making constructs. All right. Okay, so they're going to Grief Scam, probably take both hammers. So they pitch the Dothy, probably because they can't cast it. I would presume they take both hammers. Oh, they didn't have the Scam. Okay. Just had the Dothy. Or just had the Grief. This is a weird game. Also, I will take 0 damage, opponent. That's a good one. That's a good one. I think because I have this for blue mana, I'm just going to fetch a basic here. It's fine. And I'm fine taking, a point or two here. Note, I mean, so if we attack, they can animate block, and then we put a hammer on. I think I'm, fine with that. But we do give up a construct, and we take an additional 2 points. I think I am just passing here. Okay, so they're bowmastering here. I am probably just going to hammer onto the Sentinel. This keeps it alive, and it means that any non-creature spell they cast draws me a card, which is a big problem for the Bowmaster deck. My guess is they do have a push or something, because otherwise they should just tag me. Okay, draw a card. They do get to ping me, but I'm liking our chances for time walking ourselves on turn 1. Okay. And they don't have, so they can't cast any more black spells this turn because Mishra's Factory doesn't make black mana, and if the one card in their hand is Swamp or Urborg, then it's not a spell. I did the math. Okay, so we do take 4 here, which don't like that.
Travis Brown
but
can
now I'm
never
figuring
die.
out what the best plan. Okay. Okay. Well, I wasn't sure if it was grab spear, but now I am certain that it is. So I'll put the spear on the Sentinel, attack with both of these. The joke is even just get boots, put it on the construct. I guess they don't have to block. Yeah, I'm just gonna get there, put it there. Okay. Time walk. Get hard carried by your deck. I really appreciate it when the deck just tells me, hey, this is going to be the play. All right, we're on the play again. This is awesome. This hand is not. It had 0 lands. This hand is great. This is interesting. So we're absolutely not bottoming either land. Aid Stoneforge. And I don't think we're bottoming Drum. I think we're just bottoming Coat here. And I will just go ahead and play out the Sentinel. Because if they do Thoughtseize us, take the Sigarda's Aid, then we can grab Coat and go that route. Obviously, we don't know what our opponent's on, but this is kind of my thought process. Sentinel also just has an obscenely high upside on turn 1. Obviously, the other line there are 2 other lines, right? You can either go Drum into Stoneforge plus Sentinel. Okay. So, interesting. So the question is, are we getting a hammer or are we getting a coat? It's hard to say. What do we think the likelihood of them tapping out is? It might be pretty high. I think we just go get a coat. or a hammer, which is great because I also, actually, nah, I think this game might go long. Change my mind. If I get the opportunity, I'm absolutely trading with the Ragavan. Okay, trade accepted. Yeah, so, okay, so I think I'm just going to play aid here. And now, if they counter this, we get to slam the coat. And if they don't counter this, then we get to pass turn. Yep. And we get to draw a card. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, well, good thing they countered it, I guess. And of course, I held my land because that incentivizes them to counter that spell. Because if they know he can cast the coat anyway, it's a lot less exciting. All right. 3-2 unblockable. What do we get? Be sick if it was like a paladin. It's a Springleaf Drum. Rather have a 2-2. Sure, DRC is good. Pretty spooky. Okay, would you like to pay a mana? Okay. Note that now that they've paid the mana, we can bounce and replay the coat on our own turn to generate more creatures after we get in our 3 points of damage. Also to note, our opponent's board is pretty spooky. Who do they target with the bauble? Targeting me. Okay, so they know about the Saga. So we can bounce coat with that, and then replay coat. Yeah, all right, so it's going to attack with the unblockable creature. Coat is the goat. Moto, please. Haha, that can block. Oinkster, you would know. I know, right? Give me an aid or just like opponent stop. This is okay. They only have 2 cards in hand. Yeah. All right. Take 6. Go to 10. It's not great. Okay, so we can. It's tough because we don't. I don't even know if we want to attack with this cloaked creature. Like, I'm inclined to say we don't want to attack. So, because next turn, so we make a construct. So make a construct. It'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 minimum if we don't make another construct. So we make a construct, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the boots. 6 with the boots means the constructs are attacking for 13. Okay. And we probably, yeah, so I'm probably not attacking with that. Probably just playing out this. I'll just fetch now. No reason not to. So the other question is, do we want to play hammer here? Because it does grow the construct. And I think the answer is yes. Because it also means that, like Forge Anews off the top are a lot better. Okay. Yeah, we have Thopter and Drum under there. Yeah, so no attacks. Obviously, if they have like Lightning Bolt and stuff, then we probably die, but we shall see. Almost certainly they don't have Tidebinder. So the reason I didn't play the Ink Moth is because I want to disguise the extra piece of power for the constructs. Bottom, or bin, consider bin. Yeah, so bin 3 cards. So they don't currently have what they're looking for. I'm sure they're just looking for like a bolt. Cool, yeah, no problem. Played Otawara. Surprise! Sick. Okay. Am I dead? Yep, looks like we're dead. So be it. Okay. Yeah, the 3 DRCs were pretty rough. Okay, so Spell Pierce, awesome. Surge of Salvation, fine, but since they don't play like Fury anymore for obvious reasons, it is less good because it can hit like lightning bolts and things like that, but it's not going to hit like their dress downs that they might have, or their counter magic, or anything like that. I like Prismatic Endings a lot as well because they can tag a turn 1 Ragavan, make sure we don't fall too far behind. And I like Needle because typically they have some number of engineered explosives. Memnite's good because they do block Ragavan, even though the opponent might be boarding those out. Ornithopters, not very good. The problem is I like all of these other cards. So I think we're trimming a gift or two. I could see trimming 2 gifts. Just keeping our mana solid. Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm keeping this hand. Turn 1 drum. Now if they go like Ragavan, we can go Stoneforge, grab probably Coat, maybe Hammer, plus Prismatic Ending. Yep, okay. Like this exact scenario. So we could animate the Ink Moth to block another DRC there. My thought behind it not was because I was concerned our mana would be a little choked. I also felt like we probably weren't beating a Bolt, but I probably should have given it more consideration. Here I am just going to get a basic in case they are on a Blood Moon plan. And even though it is tempting to like block and get tricksy with the Surge, I think it is correct. So block and get tricksy with the Surge, because it prevents the damage. I think it's better to just kill the thing. It is like, I think we just want Coat though. I'm gonna keep it real simple. All right. Jeez. Okay. So they're almost certainly very light on lands, would be my guess. That is a very aggressive Force Negation. Okay. Ink Moth. Good. Didn't want that one. Okay. All right, I'm just going to play this. Do they also have, like, Counterspell here? Pretty gross. But it is nice that we get to then untap, go Forge anew, rebuy the Cryptic. Jeez. Okay. Sometimes your opponents have it all. Okay. All right. Opponent, if you could brick one... oh, that's rude. Okay. So they have 1 card and 1 random. Taking a look at me. Playing the boots. I probably equip the boots. All right, sure. We will not have the ability to get Metalcraft, so yeah, just play the Forge. Okay, it worked. It's like one time, please. All right. It is very tempting to go Hammer equip, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I just kind of want to block the monkey here. Okay. Trigger. I don't think I want to Surge here. I think I want to be able to go Paladin plus Surge, Paladin plus play Hammer and hold up Surge and move everything to the Paladin. If they have, especially since like we can't even block, honestly, very rude. I hope they cast it. Okay, bless. This gives them like no actual counterspell to work with. I don't think there's a reason to play out the planes here. I will play out the planes before the Hammer though, because then we can pay for oh my gosh, really? Okay. Yeah. So an example of, Pierce being markedly better than Surge, and that's why we boarded in all the Pierces but not the Surges. Right, exactly. I'm already dead. Like, chill. Stoneforge. Would have liked that one too. Okay. Probably should bounce the Coat. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to do it anyway, so I should have done it before that. All right. Interesting. So I think we play out the Coat here. I don't think we can pay. We pay. Yeah, we cannot. We cannot pay here. I hate giving them cards, but don't think I have a choice. Okay, it resolved. Love that for us. Memnite, let's go. They have 4 power in play. If we play Hammer, it's like we're going to block here almost certainly. If we block here, we take 1, go to 5. Yeah, I don't think we play out the Hammer. I like playing around Spell Pierce if possible, and right now it's possible. It is tempting to just be like, Surge, no, but then they just get a card for free. Okay, we are not technically dead, but I don't like our spot. That's kind of where I'm at. It's so frustrating that they hit like Lava Spur Boots, because I would love to have boots right here. Magus of the Moon. Okay. Okay, so we block here and protect. Or we block the monkey, protect. We take 3-4 damage. 4 is kind of spooky, but we do have Bolt covered with Surge. I think I'm going to block the monkey. I think, yeah, because we're still going to Surge. I mean, we don't need to keep this around, right? We can just, like, let this happen. Because we'll still have 1, 2, 3 artifacts. Yeah. All right. So the question is, are we bouncing? I think the answer is yes. Let's see. So are you saying you Surge? Yeah, exactly. So if we do draw another hammer, it's like pretty gross and we get 2 draw steps at it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I hear you. And it means they can't like land lightning bolt us this turn. I mean, I'm gonna turn off auto yields just in case. Okay. Do we pay here? I think we do. Yeah. Okay. It's colorless land. I'll take it. So we just move this here. Move that there. I'm gonna hold the land. Yeah, if we draw a hammer, spear, all good. And then yeah, just attack for 13. And I'm gonna hold the Windswept Heath because it represents stuff at least. I'll move this here. Do we move the coat? Probably. Yeah. Give the Memnite some additional power. Seems fine. Okay, opponent. If you could brick. Okay, well, we're not immediately dead. So I like that part. Because if they had Bolt, we'd be dead. Yeah, now the Memnite gets to trade with the Magus. What a weird game. I love it. I love it. It's so sick. It was really good. I guess I cantripped once. Like, if you count Bauble as a cantrip, I don't. But Preordain is a cantrip. Yeah. Flying creature, I don't care. As long as it can't attack me this turn, right? Okay, yeah. Memnite's dead. Yeah. GG's. What a frustrator. Alright. Cool. Alright, 3-2. Yeah, I mean, I think we saw the full range of draws. I think Annul's pretty good. Obviously we didn't hit the matchups like it's specifically designed for, but like it's pretty good against Titan. And it was sweet tagging a Leyline Binding with this thing because it also tags the ring if they don't have Delighted Halfling. Kind of go from there. I like a couple Failure to Comply still. Card's flexible. The main deck I'm very happy with. You could, if you wanted, cut a couple of the Memnites for the Surges, as we've talked about in the past, but right now I like the just going very fast plan. Kind of going there. And I don't think there's a lot of reason to change much with the format rotation coming up in Modern Horizons 3. But yeah, I posted the new list as well as the sideboard guide on the Patreon today. So y'all can check that out right now if you want to take a look at that.